Hi guys, it's Lindsay and welcome back to Blushing Pink Stitches. Today is going to be a celebration of my 1 year anniversary on Flosstube. So I'm filming this on Thursday the 29th of December, but it's going to go up on either the 4th or the 5th of January, I can't remember. That was when I posted my first video in 2022. So yeah, this is going to be a craft room tour. I've wanted to do one for a while, and I know some people have asked if I will do a tour of my craft rooms. This is what we're going to be doing today. It's not going to be really long and stuff. It's not a massive room or anything, and I don't think I need to go into loads of detail, but just to give you a bit of an overview. So my craft room is downstairs. It's technically like the third bedroom, but obviously I don't use it as a bedroom. And yeah, I'm going to give you a bit of an overview, and then I'm going to go around and show you different things. And if you've got any questions about anything, just leave them in the comments down below. So yeah, let's get started. I'm just standing in the doorway of my craft room. So you can sort of see I've got some cupboards to the left, I've got some drawers, there's the window, and then this is my desk. So this is where I film, so you can see the drawers behind me. Sorry, there's my fingers there. This might not be the most professional of videos. So I thought we'd start over this side of the room. So yeah, this is my desk. I have these cube units over here. These are from a company in the UK called Great Little Trading Company. And it is supposed to be furniture for kids' rooms, but they do really nice furniture in there anyway. And I like white furniture, as you might be able to tell. So yeah, those are from them. The cubes themselves, the Disney Princess ones, I've got 2 of those, and they're from B&Q. And the pink geometric and gold ones, they're from the range. So just to give you an overview, a sneak peek of, well, some things that are up in my shop at the moment. I need to show on my next Flosstube video. So in this top one, I have sort of like planning stuff. So I've got my notebook where I keep all of my patterns that I need to kit up and what I need to kit them up with. There's my planner in here that you've seen before, my tablet, my iPad's in here, and then various other bits and pieces like notebooks and things like that for planning and things. Oh god. Then in this second one, this is just colouring supplies. So Bella likes to come in this drawer. Yeah, various felt tip pens and colouring pencils and stickers and things like that. So I do use those when I'm doing when I'm filling in my planner some of the time if I have time. And then in this bottom one I have a lot of hoops and frames and grime guards, which I don't use so much of now, but they're there if I want to use them. So that's that. Oh, and this is my desk. This bit here pulls out, so when I'm making floss drops and stuff, my Cricut machine sits on here. Yeah, just some photos and yeah, a few bits and pieces. Then this cube unit, this is where my printer sits. This is a new printer that I bought in December. So the image quality of my floss drops is better, and so I've just got some things that I need to cut up here at the moment. And this is my accounts book. And so this is an Epsom Eco Tank ET8500. You can get an A3 version of it, but this is the A4 one. It's been really good so far. And in this top cube up here, I have things that I need to do orders. So if I just pull this out, things like stickers to go on orders, yeah, review, leave me a review type things. There's my Bluetooth wire for my Cricut in here, some more stickers, things like that. In here there's just some random bits that I'd like to put up on a cork board on the wall up here. The only thing you haven't seen is kind of me put stuff up on the wall yet, but it's a work in progress. And then this tin here has lots of different kinds of glue in it, so when I'm doing finishing or fixing things or whatever, that's there. Ooh. There's a piece of foam board behind here. These are just my work bags. And then in this one here is just a load of different fabric. So there's some batting here, and there's various different bits of fabric that I now use for, well, I will use for finishing. Yeah, I had one attempt at making a project bag and it didn't go too well, so I might have a go at it in the future, you never know. So that's that. We've got some pictures on the window. And then these are my storage drawers. So I'll just come back a little bit. There's a double unit here and a single unit here. These are both from Dunelm. What I will do is I'll leave any furniture. I'll try and link it down below. I didn't mention that the desk is from IKEA, I think. Pretty sure. So yeah, I got the double one to begin with, and then I figured I had enough room to put another single one there. So this is where I keep the majority of my cross stitching stuff. So in the top 4 drawers of this one are whips. So in this top one here, we have whips that don't belong in any particular category. There's a sneak peek there of a finish. So yeah, that's what's in here. And then this is the pencil case that I use with all of my sort of supplies in. So it has scissors and needles and highlighters and a tape measure and different things like that. To keep it in the drawer generally, keep it away from little fingers. Then in this top one, here I have my full coverage pieces. So here you can see stitching shelf. This is a new start, winter montage. And then all of my other full coverage whips so far. I think that's going to grow. Let's do that here. This is I don't know what, maybe this is also, oh, this is a kits drawer, that's it. This has got kits in it, so you can see there's an Albert Mark kit, is my dimensions kit. And what kit is this? Oh, my baby boots kit. So this is a drawer for projects, for whips that are kits. And then over here are stitch along projects. So this is summer jars, have the Touch of Magic stitch along, Animal House, and a few other bits and pieces. So stitch alongs that from companies, but also that I've started with friends. So those are all of my whips, and I think maybe they will expand over the next couple of months. We'll see. In this drawer down here, I keep fabric. So this is my pile of fabric. I don't have a big fabric stash. I tend to just kit things up as I go. But I do have some things that I've collected, some leftovers, things that I bought in charity shops, etc. I talked about these in my latest video. This is what I'm using to put floss drops on for full coverage projects. I will leave those linked down below. I do have the big ones still, but I'm probably not going to use that. What's in these tins? So I have a needle minder on here. Oh, those are spare needles. I keep my spare needles in there. Can't remember what's in each of these. I'll put that up there for a second. What's in this one? Oh, floss drops, spare floss drops and floss cards. There we go. That's a good shout. I'm gonna need some floss drops. And then in this one, I keep my beads. So I don't have a really big bead collection, but I took them out of another different storage unit that I had that I didn't want to keep anymore, and I put them all in here. It's falling out of here. Put this one back. Keep it tidy, otherwise I'll have to tidy it up when I'm finished. And then the bottom drawer has got things that I've finished, but I haven't fully finished. And you can see that there's a frame down here, and then these are ribbons. So each of these have got like different size ribbons in them, again for finishing. I'm not going to pull all of these out. There's some felt down there. There you go. Just different things that I have that I've collected over the years that I thought actually they could be good for finishing. So these are all in like old Birchboxes. I had a Birchbox subscription for, I don't know, about a year. And the boxes were so pretty, I didn't want to throw them away. Over here, so this is where I keep my threads. So this is my big master DMC set. And this is a double container, so it's two-sided, you can see, and it fits all of them in there. And these are the last ones that I have to bobinate. So that's a spare one, but there are 6 that aren't in here. I did have a comment from a lady who said that she had this and she couldn't fit all of them in. Mine are in various stages of being used, so that might be the reason why. So some bobbins are thinner than others, but they all fit for me. And then this is a box that I've got with some light effects in. Just keep that there. And then the bottom drawer has other threads in it. So these are all of my spare DMC threads. These need to be organised in terms of number, so that when I do run out of something, I can check I have a DMC thread inventory spreadsheet that I downloaded from the Lord Libyan website, and I uploaded it to Google Docs. And I keep a record of all the DMCs that I own, and so I go and check my spreadsheet. If it is a spare, then I will come and look in one of these bags to see where it is, basically. But I'd have to go through all of the bags to find the one thread that I need. So what I'm going to do is organise them by number. That's a job for some point. There's my spare floss drops for quick stitch blue butterfly. I need to decide what to do with those. My friend bought me these threads from Sainsbury's, so if you're in the UK, and I think they're like a version of CXC. They've got all the DMC numbers on, and when you compare them to DMC, they are very much like DMC in terms of colour. They're a good match, like CXC are, but I don't really know. So I'll show you a label. Embroidery floss. It doesn't really have any other marker on it, and when I look for these in Sainsbury's afterwards, I couldn't see them. So I don't know if you have any idea about that. Oh, they're falling out the top. Yeah, they're in this mesh bag and it says Sainsbury's on it. I don't know whether this is the full set either. It doesn't look like it. Sorry, I'm going out of camera shot. But yeah, well, that's that, which is really nice of her. We use those for smaller projects. And then in this tin here, it's lovely trying to do things one-handed. I have other floss that I have. So there's the Madeira metallic threads that I've had for ages. I think I won those in a competition. A couple of Glisten Gloss, and then some leftover threads from projects that have used overdyes, so Gentle Arts and Weeks Dye Works. What I would eventually like to do is have a tub for each kind of thread, and then put them in floss away bags, but I don't have enough of a collection at the moment, so I just put them in here. And this is just in a recycled shortbread tin from Christmas. I love to keep stuff like that because they're really good storage boxes. Okay, and then over here in this set of drawers, I keep my kitted projects. So if you want to see what I've got kitted, I did do a kit parade a few months ago now. So you can have a little look back on my channel and see about that. I have added to it since then. But yeah, this has just got kits. This top drawer is ones that I plan to start soon. So Alexander Gallagher's Birdsong, I talked about these in my plans. This is Raven by Nora Corbett, Mini Top Frog, and Kids Alphabet. So in the top drawer I tend to keep ones that I want to start relatively soon. Then in this second drawer, these are seasonal kits. So you can see Quick Stitch Spirit of Winter Robin. I think that's Spring Queen, My Mirabilia. It's a Gingerbread Trio. There's lots of different seasonal kits in here. So if I'm in a seasonal mood, I can just have a look through there. In this drawer here, this is sort of everything else that's a big project. So Ornament and Stitching Time. What's this one? Oh, this is one that I've just recently kitted. This is Once Upon a Fairy Tale sampler from Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. What's this one? Oh, that's a West End embroidery kit. There's lots of different things in there. That one's quite full. And then the bottom one is for smaller projects. So this is not particularly big. So this is Shine On. This is a pattern from Emma Congdon. You can get this from Cross Stitcher magazine. I'm going to be able to see which one. March something, I don't know, but you can also download it from her Etsy shop. And then one that I downloaded from My Bobbin. I'll take that thing off. So yeah, those are the drawers. And then I have some things on the top. Look, there's my butterfly. There's a couple of cross stitch bits up there, and what I'd like is some more on this wall up here. Yeah, I do have some prints to put up, but they're not up yet. Yeah, to give you an overview of that, I'm going to pause for a second. Okay, so I'm back. I thought I'd show you what was in this cupboard. So these, I had a few cupboards that were already here when we moved in. So again, this has got quite a lot of cross stitch stuff in it. The very top shelf has got some sort of empty boxes and a couple of frames that I've used before. I don't really use them at the moment. The box for my light, a couple of other bits up there. These are a pile of charts that I have completed. I need to get like a little box for those. And then this shelf here, this is the majority of my cross stitch stash that isn't in kits. So this ring binder here has patterns that are free, and I've not printed off everything, but it does give me a good idea of what I've got. This one here is PDF patterns that I have bought, so I just tend to print the cover page, and again it gives me an idea of what I've got. This folder here is new. I'm going to be putting I can't find my words. I'm going to be putting spare floss drops in here for my Etsy shop. And then this folder has some of my Etsy shop stuff in it as well. So cover photos for patterns and licensing agreements and stuff. Then I have a few magazine holders. So this one has all of my kits in it from like places like Dimensions and Riolis and Bothy Threads. I have got a few that have spilt out here. This is sort of like haul from Christmas. So I do want to get another magazine holder for more kits. You can see I've got, and again I included this in my kit parade. So if you want to see the sort of kits that I've got, you can. The middle one has paper patterns in, so you can just see there's different Mirabilias, Winter Quakers. Again, if you've been following my channel, you know about all of these. Somewhere in the Village, things that I haven't pulled out that I need to kit, and then there's some magazine things that I printed off. Yeah, and then the last one, they're sort of in an order of when I bought them, sort of. And then this one is quite a recent one that I bought to put all of my cross stitch books in. and a couple of magazines that I want to stitch things from. So I just put all of them in there. And then these ones here are things that I'm in the process of kitting up, or empty project bags. So what's it got? This one's got Always Remember in it. And that's Moth with Moon that I need to re-kit with some even weave. A magazine, I want to stitch that flower on the front. High Heels Collection 3 and various other things in there. God blimey, holding this phone is like hurting my arms. And this bottom and this next shelf here has got a lot of knitting and crochet stuff on it. So there's some Harry Potter mittens that I'm in the middle of knitting. I'll say in the middle of, I haven't touched them in a while. This pot holds some spare paper bobbins. I've got lots of crochet and knitting books. Some of them have fallen down. And then this is a little pile of stuff that I need to deal with. It's not completely organised in here. Down on this shelf here, some extra things, some kits that was a kit that I bought at the knitting and stitching show, a macrame kit that I got for Christmas. There's that beading kit in here, and a little pile of things that people, like cards and things that people have sent me. And then this here is my knitting box, so it has knitting needles and accessories and things like that in it. And my mum got me that for Christmas about 10 years ago now. And then the bottom really does need a lot of organising. And this bag here has my sewing machine in it. So I got that bag for my birthday this year. Underneath it is just a box with some documents in. This basket here has some knitting and crochet whips in it that haven't seen the light of day in quite a few months. This is my daughter's sketch pad. Probably needs to go in the bin now. And then I have a tripod that I don't actually use. So there's lots of pipes down here because this is where the gas meter is. I have my cricket mats in here and a cutting mat for my sewing. This is a box of craft stuff. This Amazon box is a box of craft stuff that I need to sort out for my daughter. And then this bag has, let's just take this one off. There's a couple of bags under here with more crochet and knitting stuff. So I'm going to stay up now. Yeah. So yeah, just to give you an overview of that. Again, like it's not 100% organised in here, but it's, you know, where I want it at the moment, what I can do at the moment. And then the last bit are these two cupboards here. So this is a cupboard with some sliding doors. Again, these were here when we got here. And ideally, I think one day I'd like to have this cupboard refigured, because the shelves aren't really a great height, and I find the doors irritating, but it will do for now. So I'm not going to go through everything in here. I'll just give you an overview. I've got some storage bits, I've got some Cricut bits and pieces. There's lots of knitting stuff in here. A Happy Nappy that's on eBay. Some sewing stuff. Some colouring bits. There is my Cricut machine, and then down the bottom I've got those two bags down there are full of fibre fill. I've got a little bit of bubble wrap and again a box with some documents in. So that's that one. And then this one has a lot of stuff in it that I use for my Etsy shop. Apart from at the top, there are some books that I use, that I kept after I left my teaching job, if I ever went back to the classroom, or if I might need them for tutoring. Then we've got some packaging stuff, so there's some envelopes in that thing. This is a shelf that I need to deal with in terms of, this is like old stuff that I was putting on my shop and then haven't anymore, so I need to get rid of that. A box with some vinyl in it for the Cricut. This is a shelf that I use all the time. It has all my card in it, and it has some spare floss drops and floss cards. And this has floss rings in it. This next shelf down here has paper, my paper trimmer, my laminator, some more packaging stuff for the shop, you know, some spare blades for my Cricut, that sort of thing. This one has, the sun's like right behind me at the moment, lots of sort of packaging stuff again, envelopes. This is sticker paper. I've got various envelopes and sellotape here. Boxes for my Mac and other tech, and this is ink for my new printer. And then down the bottom is a paper shredder and the bag with lots of like ribbon and labels in it for wrapping birthday presents, which yeah, that's ended up in my craft room as well. Should really go in the hallway cupboard, but there we go. So I think that's it. That's everything. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said at the beginning, if you have any questions about anything, then please let me know in the comments down below. I'll be happy to answer them. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I love watching craft room tours. Yeah, it's one of my favourite things, looking at how other people organise and getting different ideas from it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a good January so far. Happy stitching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.